This channel and Marksman rifles are bound by fate. They by far generate the most views and debate on the channel. With the release of Vanguard, they are a new batch of Marksman rifles. So my question is, are they any good? Well, let's talk about it. So with a lot of my energy going into pistols lately, I haven't fully golded the Marksman rifles yet. However, I have banged out some gameplay with them and I have some insights about the future of Marksman rifles in Warzone. First thing we need to address is the ammo type. We're using sniper rounds again, which is a huge bummer. EBR and SKS were held back by solely this, while the Kar 98 was a sniper rifle in reality, so no one really cared. The harsh part was it was Warzone before Cold War integration had space for Marksman rifles. Both offered superb damage and pressure at mid-range, including absolutely ridiculous headshot damage. The problem was you had to finish the fight quick or you'd burn your ammo and be finished in turn. Then we went into the Cold War era. Yep, Andrew here.
One there.
Don't face it. Ah, yes! We don't talk about the Cold War era. With Marksman rifles back on sniper ammo, is there anything you can do other than hoard munitions boxes and get your squad holding ammo? Yes, actually there is hope around the ammo issue. The way the loadouts work, you can have 10 attachments before you pick your loadout. Offload your sniper ammo to a teammate and pick your Marksman rifle with the fully loaded kit on. Bang! There's 80 bullets, including the mag actually, sometimes over 100 bullets. So that issue is something you can work around. So let's talk about the Marksman rifles. They need ranking up, but they are great. Build guides will come out on the channel that go more in depth, but for whatever you want in a Marksman rifle, you can build. Want an FAL-like build? There's an app for that. Want an EBR-like build? There's an app for that. Want a pre-nerf DMR build? There's an app for that. A couple of things I've noticed is that the damage is consistent with the Vanguard counterparts, like the pistols. Also like the pistols, the recoil seems to have been dialed up quite significantly on certain builds, while some builds, mainly barrels, seem unaffected. They offer something different at mid-range to long, however Vanguard weapons in general seem to have slower bullet velocities across the board, so that will take some getting used to for moving targets. Snipers don't seem to be popular in Vanguard, or good, so actually your Marksman rifle has a lot of room to flourish and thrive at that range. With the range of some of the SMGs have too, an overkill class is a really decent shout to have everything covered well. So how do the Marksman rifles hold up against the other classes in Warzone? Let's discuss that. ARs are going to be your main rival here, and your joy against them is going to entirely be dictated by the type of engagement it is. If they've got you ambushed in a close range scrap, you are going to generally struggle. However, if you are used to Marksman rifles, you are used to you're used to controlling space and forcing situations to work in your favour. My tip straight off the bat is use your teammates as cannon fodder. Let them take the initial heat and pop up shooting at the pings, claiming the kills. Onion loves it when I do that. It's likely he's going to be landing on the loadout. Yeah, he is.
I can't believe you just got the kill for that.
I fucking cracked him and everything. More often than not, if you shoot first, you kill first. Typically, your headshot damage is going to be filthy, and ARs simply cannot compete with it. And with the AR playstyle leaning towards head glitching, you are going to be putting out a lot of damage if you can hit that head. Assault rifles typically suffer from a lot of flinch too, and in the mid-range, that's going to really hurt them. Marksman rifles inflict a lot of flinch, and you can put perks on that gun to inflict even more or negate flinch for yourself, making follow-up shots more likely to hit their target. All in all, the Marksman rifles may have a similar time to kill with body shots than a lot of ARs, but at range, you're going to be hitting them with shots easier, with flinch taken into account. ARs have significant fall-off damage too, so if you're in that range, it's going to get much easier for you. With your build, you can match them pound for pound up close, or really shine at range. SMGs you're going to struggle with unless you are using an FAL-like build. Otherwise, you will probably want to match them with an SMG or shotgun as your secondary. LMGs are your biggest counter at the moment. LMGs in this game are strong and match your range. However, not as many people use them due to the fact they struggle against ARs. It's like a big game of rock, paper, scissors. Typically, being suppressed by an LMG is bad news for you, and you'll need to risk closing the gap to be able to punish a reload effectively. Or let your AR and SMG teammates deal with that headache. Snipers, for now, are not a massive threat to you. If they don't hit your head, it's unlikely you'll even be cracked, allowing for punishing successive blows from your Marksman rifle, which will either drop them or deter them from picking a fight with you again. In summary, there is a Marksman rifle for everyone. Though the ammo situation is not ideal, it's not as huge of a problem as it was before. The snipers are not as popular in Caldera, and as such, people are not using the ammo type for themselves when they pick it up automatically, meaning your teammates will have them in abundance, as will your killed enemies. And also, you will have fully loaded and the usual munitions boxes lying around. I would say run this an overkill. Having a short Russian M1911 or Santa Clausa is nice, but you don't want to be depending on that up close. An SMG or adaptable AR is my shout here, depending on how you've built your Marksman rifle. Marksman rifles, I am delighted to say, have a place in Warzone again. But do you agree? Let's talk about it in the comments, and I'll see you there.